The Underground Railroad: A Path to Freedom and the Fight Against Slavery. Introduction. The Underground Railroad holds a significant place in American history as a clandestine network that facilitated the escape of enslaved individuals from bondage to freedom. Operating during the 19th century, this network was not an actual railroad but a series of safe houses, secret routes, and courageous individuals who defied the institution of slavery. This video explores the historical significance of the Underground Railroad, shedding light on its formation, operation, and enduring impact on the fight against slavery in the United States. Formation and operation. Origins and early networks. The Underground Railroad emerged in the late 18th century as a response to the moral and ethical dilemmas posed by slavery. Quakers and other abolitionists began forming small networks to assist escaped slaves, laying the groundwork for what would become a more organized system. Safe houses and conductors. The Underground Railroad comprised a network of safe houses, often referred to as stations, where escaped slaves, known as passengers, could find shelter and assistance. Conductors, individuals sympathetic to the abolitionist cause, guided and transported fugitives along secret routes to safety. Key figures. Notable figures in the Underground Railroad included Harriet Tubman, often called the Moses of her people, who made numerous perilous journeys to guide slaves to freedom. Other key figures included William Still, a prominent African-American abolitionist, and Levi Coffin, a Quaker known as the president of the Underground Railroad. Secret codes and symbols. To maintain secrecy and security, the Underground Railroad used coded language and symbols. Safe houses often displayed specific signals, and code words like stations, passengers, and conductors were employed to disguise the true nature of the operations. Impact on abolitionism. Humanitarian resistance. The Underground Railroad exemplified a form of humanitarian resistance against the institution of slavery. It was a grassroots movement driven by individuals who risked their freedom and safety to uphold the principle that all individuals had the right to liberty. Inspiration for abolitionist movements. The Underground Railroad inspired and fueled the broader abolitionist movement in the United States. Abolitionist newspapers, such as William Lloyd Garrison's The Liberator, often featured stories of successful escapes, amplifying the urgency of the anti-slavery cause. Undermining the Fugitive Slave Act. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 heightened tensions by requiring the capture and return of escaped slaves, even in free states. The Underground Railroad actively undermined this law, providing a means for escaped slaves to find safety beyond the reach of federal authorities. Symbol of hope. The Underground Railroad became a symbol of hope and resistance against oppression. The idea that a network of people could collaborate to assist individuals seeking freedom challenged the prevailing notion of slavery's permanence. Contributions to civil rights movement. The principles and tactics employed by the Underground Railroad laid the groundwork for later civil rights movements. The concept of nonviolent resistance and direct action, embodied by the Underground Railroad, influenced leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr. during the 20th century civil rights movement. Recognition of unsung heroes. The individuals who participated in the Underground Railroad, both white and black, were often unsung heroes. Their stories have gained greater recognition in recent years, contributing to a more comprehensive understanding of the fight against slavery and the struggle for human rights. Preservation of historic sites. Efforts have been made to preserve and commemorate Underground Railroad sites. Museums, historical markers, and educational programs aim to ensure that this chapter of American history is remembered and understood. Conclusion. The Underground Railroad stands as a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of oppression. It was a covert and courageous response to the injustice of slavery, demonstrating that individuals, regardless of background, could unite in the pursuit of freedom and equality. The Underground Railroad's historical significance extends beyond its immediate impact, influencing subsequent movements for civil rights and inspiring a legacy of resistance against systemic injustice.